Hey everybody, welcome to It Came from Tubi, the show where we review Tubi originals because it's our job and we have to. So this week, will we finally get that smart Tubi detective that we have been looking for, Jared? We'll
Maybe.
find we'll find out in Checkmate. I didn't really think it was going to be about chess, but it is about chess. So brought to you by Megamind. It's the Lost Megamind movie. I don't think we've seen this production company before. It's all
No.
golden. So we start off with chess because it's called Checkmate. So we get some chess. And we see a dark hallway and a detective yell, freeze. But then she wakes up with a bloody person in her hand and she wakes up panting. Ah, it's our final girl. Can you call a detective a final girl?
No.
No. Detective Brittany. I don't think you're allowed to be a detective if your name's Brittany. That seems a little iffy. We see she's got this high-tech chess thing. Is it high-tech? I don't know. I don't know chess, but it's kind of snazzy. It's an electric chessboard and like it when you play, I guess there's an app for it and you text someone their move and they text you their move and it's the future. I
It's like
bet they
chess
got
with friends, but with everyone.
with every I bet she got this at what's that place in the mall? Do they still have those? Oh, I can't even
Sharper
remember.
image?
Sharper Image. I bet she got that there, or the airplane
Those
magazine.
have been dead for years.
Yeah, are they gone? I guess they're
Yes?
gone. What's that travel magazine that sells stuff? I forget what that's called. And there, yeah, we see how it works. Checkmate. You get texture moves, I guess. It's kind of annoying, but it's cool because it moves the little piece. I thought it would come back to play in this movie. It doesn't really. It's just kind of there to show off. We get some breaking news. They're gonna honor the retired Judge Miles Jones. We don't know who that is yet, but the detective's just like, oh. She gets a text. Are you coming today? I don't know. I don't know if I can make it. I'm busy.
This
Who's
is
she talking
first time there's text on screen and they just hold it up to the camera.
to? So you
Usually
can
they're
see
just
both.
like,
So you can see both. We meet this lady. She's the therapist. She always wears green. Did you notice that? Except for these two scenes, she wears green. She's like, "Are you taking your pills?" And she's like, "I don't like taking them. They make me feel weird." She's like, "You gotta give them a chance. Just give them a chance. Give your pills a chance."
she's a brat in this scene.
She's not pregnant.
Because
She,
they're talking about the thing that happened. And she's like, how does that make you feel? And she's like, how do you think it makes me
yeah. How do you
feel?
think it makes? So yeah, she is going through evaluations because she shot the hostage. I watched Speed. It worked in Speed, so I shot the hostage. And then she's like, "Let's talk about your dad." And she's like, "I'm not here to talk about family issues. I want to be on the job." Wah, wah, wah. This is her boyfriend, Brad. Brad. He's. I don't like Brad. We'll get
Are they
into it.
even, is that even her boyfriend or just like her friend that
No, it's
helps?
it's her boyfriend because they got like pictures together. He's like, "Yo, let's go out. I'm picking you up," and she's like, I don't wanna." And he's like, "Fine." Then I'll go pick up some Thai and I'll come to your house. And she's like, I guess. Let me see how the day goes and I'll get back to you. That's lady talk for nah. Not at all.
That's everyone talk for now.
Is it? I usually just say nah. I
Yeah,
don't I don't play around.
that's because you're rude.
This is the chief. He's checking on her. He needs her head straight, man, because her head's about to fall off.
Also, she's a brat.
And she's a brat. Her name's Brittany. She's a brat, okay? Okay, we see this old lady jogging in the park, and she gets attacked. And the guy's just like, oh, we can't see it, but he's like, ah. It wouldn't be Tubi without some wine and salad. So here we go. But you know what really bugs me, Jared?
How come they never have like McDonald's? Just cover
I don't
the
get some
branding.
burgers. Get some burger, Burger Boy or something. You know what bugs me though?
Hmm.
Brad said he'll pick up some Thai and be. This ain't no Thai. This is just
It
a
doesn't even look
salad.
like a salad you would have with Thai.
No wonder she's like depressed. He didn't bring no Thai. He promised Thai. She got a salad. She's like, I
Maybe
could
there's
make
some
this at
pot
home.
stickers or something in the next
I don't
room.
see nothing.
Why is there like pickles?
I think those are, what do you call them?
Oh, banana peppers?
Banana peppers, and she don't like them, so she put them all to the side.
What a brat.
He's like, this
Also,
case is.
salad and white wine, that's a disgusting.
You don't like that mixture?
White wine sucks. And then just the salad sucks.
That's why she's like this, because she's like, this meal sucks. I don't want it. He's trying to talk about his day. He's like, this case is a real bear. I never heard of a case being a bear. Have you?
I've heard of things being a bear, but I've never heard of a case
A
being a
case?
bear.
he like she gets a text and he like predicts that it's the board and it is the board. He moves. How did he know? I don't know. I was real suspicious of Brad early on.
He heard it move.
No, he heard the text and then he looked and then it moved. And I was like, how'd he do
No,
that? It's true. He's like, you still playing? So it's like she's doing drugs. You still doing drugs? She's like,
like she's
yeah.
smoking a little pot.
Yeah. She's like, you still puffing? And
Mm.
she's like, yeah, it helps me calm down and
It
think.
helps me take my mind off of things.
It's weird because he acts like it's dangerous or something. She's like, yeah, it's anonymous. I don't know who I'm playing against. It was like, and she's like, you run, and she's like, yeah, when I run, at least I know who I'm interacting with. No, it's not like you know the people you're running by.
He's like, "Did you download that off the kid internet?"
And she's like, yeah, playing with some kid named Charles. His argument, mate, I don't know.
Maybe
They treat chess weird in this
maybe
movie.
chess was the reason she killed that hostage or shot the hostage.
And they act like chess is like she was so distracted by the chess game that she shot the hostage. I don't know. This is
She learned that pawns are you can just sacrifice them, so she was like,
she's like
"That's
pawn
a pawn."
sacrifice. Pawn sacrifice, fool. Not tonight. I'm tired.
And he's
She,
disappointed. He's like, "Dang it."
he's like, ah. Well, if you would have brought Ty, I'm sure she wouldn't have been tired.
No, because then they'd be all gassy and no one's gonna have a good time. Can't have time
he,
and sexy time. It's
he
disgusting.
he promised, man. You gotta feed your lady if you want some sexy time.
Is that why
So
she's really depressed or
yeah,
just not into him because she didn't get
that's
to the right food?
yeah. He brought her a salad. Salad makes you gassy. Um.
She's only
So
34.
I know she looks like an old lady.
That's rude.
Look at her. There's no way she's
I
34.
I didn't think she was old until you said called her an old lady and had this picture.
Hmm.
But like in the neck and like when she's walking around the playground or whatever she's at, she doesn't look that old. It's just that specific shot.
This doesn't even look like her. Jared, that was the
That's
shot. That,
Tubi.
that was her, the whole shot.
No, there's a
34,
part where
two.
she's like walking around because she hears a person.
Dude, I thought she was old in the beginning. And he's like 34, two kids. I'm like, no, what? So she like comes in and they're like, Rodriguez is like, you're not supposed to be here. And she's like, shut up, Rodriguez. What does he? She calls him a little. He's like, she calls him a little crap head or something like that. She's like, any more evidence? And he's like, yeah.
I'm on Rodriguez's side because she should not even be near there. She should be doing paperwork.
Yeah, but she's there, man. Because they can't.
She's
They wouldn't know to ask if there was more evidence, and they would have lost the case. He says, "Yeah, there is more evidence. We found this pawn stuffed in her mouth."
she is not psychologically ready to be on the um what is it called, the field, and she's over here. I know what's going on, and I'm like, go away,
Are
go
you
to your
gonna leave it?
desk.
You gonna leave it to Rodriguez to
I
solve this case?
I'm already mad at this. We'll continue this later.
No one notices that there's a giant C4 carved into this
They
lady's
noticed the
head.
C4. They didn't know what it was for.
And she's like, pawn to C4. It's a chess move, people. So she goes into the chief's office. And he's like, I don't remember inviting you to the briefing.
Also, did they find the little um in that meeting? Did they have the little what was it, a pawn?
Yeah.
They
He,
had that evidence.
he held it up for
Oh, okay.
her.
I okay because I thought it was just if I was them, I'd be like, you're just in a chest. That's all you think it is. Like we don't know if it's C4 to night whatever.
Kind of convenient that she's in the chess. I don't remember inviting you to briefing. You're a loose cannon, Brittany. And she's like, I'm the only one that can solve this. And he's like, you're right. No one else saw that C4.
I thought it was about bombs.
She's like, I know chess. No one knows chess the way I am chess. I'm the best
You can
chess.
Google chess.
And apparently the chief plays chess too. So Jared, she's the best chess.
She immediately goes to her dad for questions.
I know. And he's like, "Well, you're not supposed to be the field, but I'll let you
You're on
go
a
out
short
there.
leash.
Yeah, and you have to team up with Rodriguez." And
And
she's
she's
like,
like, oh,
"Rodriguez, he's
disgusting.
he's like he's misogynist, man. He's just waiting for me to mess up."
He's new to the force, though, so he needs the experience.
Yeah. Did you notice the name of the chief? I guess he's the captain.
Mark
Captain Mark
Summers,
Summers.
what's he
I
gonna
will
tell me
take the
about food?
I will take the physical challenge, Mark Summers, and be in the field.
He's like, welcome to Unwrapped.
I
Has she been on another movie we watched?
don't remember
She
her.
looked familiar.
Did she? Some Rodriguez looked familiar.
Rodriguez looked really familiar.
He was on something. So the therapist comes in. She doesn't even have a name in the in the movie yet. They just call her the psychologist.
The bass player.
And she's like, "I heard you could be putting everyone at risk, especially her." He's like, I got my eye on her. It's fine. It's
She's the only
fine.
voice of reason here.
I
And
know.
the chief's just like, she's like, tell me specifically, is she okay to be on the field? And she's like, no, we don't know that yet because she's all effed up.
And
And
she
he's like,
won't
that's
do her
good enough for
therapy.
me. He's like, she's out on the field. And I was like, dang it, Chief.
Well, he's playing with Rodriguez and Jeff, Jerry. There's no way they can solve
There was
this.
a whole team, Joe, so there was more
Yeah.
than two.
So she goes to the
She's on the
park.
crime scene and she's looking at
Yeah, she went to
the
the crime
body. And
scene.
there's this dude just like looking at her, just like,
And she's like, ugh.
and I was like, what the heck is this guy?
And so this is her dad, the judge.
From the beginning?
And he's like, well, you didn't come to my,
Oh
you
yeah, he
know,
is a baby too. It runs in
he's
the
a baby.
family.
Yeah, they're family of babies. He's like, you didn't come to my judge graduation. And she's like,
You didn't come to my christening, so I'm sad.
oh. And she's like, they start fighting. And she's like, what are you even doing here? And he's like, I played chess in the park, remember?
I'm a couple of old geezers in the park.
She's like, oh
Peter
yeah,
takes pictures of us.
old geezers in the park.
Where the heck does this take place?
I don't know, Atlanta or something. Why?
Just wondering.
I don't think they ever say. And he goes, my daughter. What does he say? My daughter, always doing
Running away
something.
from some
Running
stuff?
away from her feelings or something. He's like, my
Mm.
father, parenting from a distance.
And
He's like, yeah, I'm
then
one of those
the other
helicopter
cops are like,
dads.
we're in a crime scene.
He's like, I'm a helicopter dad.
Mm.
He's like, get out of here. We see a guy cleaning some stables, and then he's shocked in the back. Ah, gets tased. It's like, don't tase me, bro. They call the no, he's calling her. He's like, there's been another murder, Brittany, get down here. So they're checking the body, and this is made me mad. It's the killer. If he was stealing stuff, he would definitely take this piece of jewelry. No, maybe he's not into Not everyone's into turquoise.
Yeah, we already suspect it's a serial killer, so why would he? They don't take for fun, like monetary gain.
Gotta take that turquoise ring. Look at that giant belt.
Also,
He
it
could
looks
have.
like he got it from a swap meet or something.
I
That's
know. It's not priceless. Look at the belt. We would take the belt.
you can't take that belt. You have to beat him in WWE SmackDown.
Rodriguez is like
Oh
throwing
yeah.
up.
I thought the body was puking up like pus. I was like, what is in there?
I know, because it looked like there's like something there. Like
But it's just a piece.
if Brittany's like, what are you, a baby
What are you, a
cop?
little squeamish? You haven't seen a little
Oh,
death before? I shoot people. I shoot hostages.
come on, Rodriguez.
To be fair, Rodriguez should man up a little. He's a cop.
And then we learned something about this, but it makes me even worse. So the chief's like, "Oh, this is terrible. It's probably a serial killer. They're gonna call him the chess killer. I mean, come on, you gotta
That's
think of
a
something
terrible
better.
name.
Maybe like the White Knight Killer, or something better. the the
There's got
chess
to be
piece
some.
killer.
Let me ruminate on this while we
Yeah.
talk about this.
Well, Chief, we're gonna have to like huddle on this before you go out there with the chess killer.
I'd laugh if he's just like looking at everyone and they're like, no. And he gets all sad. Also, we haven't seen a picture of it yet. I'll hold off on that.
And then he's like, "The governor's here. He's breathing down my neck."
He says like the mayor has been talking to me,
Yeah.
the governor's been talking to me. Wouldn't just the governor? I guess
Well,
the
I guess
mayor
the
would talk.
mayor.
Yeah.
He's like the mayor, the governor, the president. They're all breathing down my
The
neck.
pr-
You gotta catch this
the
SOB.
UN.
Yeah. And she's like, "All right, I'll do it on my time." He's like, "No, I'm gonna call the feds in."
You have 3 day or 48 hours.
48 hours. So remember that. So they go to
And
the
here's
corner.
the dude that gives us the most information.
Yeah, this is like the best
He the real
character.
detective.
He's like, look at how this is drawn. He's left-handed because loop de loops and stuff like that. And she's
It
like,
was like a
interesting.
C and a four, and I was like, "What?" He's talking about like cursive writing. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Because they were shoved in forcefully. She's
This
like,
was done
what?
with hate, he said. He already knows like feelings behind the case. He's like, this guy hates
This
his
guy's already solved
victims.
the case.
Just put
And
her out
it.
of the field and just have this guy solve it.
So he was talking about the teeth that were knocked in because they shoved the pieces in the mouth. Look at this guy next to
Which
Rodriguez.
is
I
a
call him.
little
I call him Jeff because
I didn't even see that guy.
he looks like a late '80s, early '90s skater kind of guy. So I call him
Looks like
Jeff.
he'd be friends with Eric Matthews.
Yeah, he's like Rodriguez's best friend. He doesn't get no lines, but they're always like looking at each other.
The
So
other
they're watching.
cops just huddle. They don't do anything. They just huddle in this room and
And they're watching TV and they're like another murder. And she like comes in and like pushes Jeff out.
yeah, she's very rude.
She's like, I'm watching this.
Wedgie's Rodriguez too. It's like, dang lady.
Yeah, so he's like, maybe you haven't found nothing, man. And she's like, it's been two cases. And she's like, maybe it's time to bring in another team. She's like, no one knows chess but me.
I'm the only player in the world.
And she's like, look at this. Apparently he has chess downloaded and he was playing it. Like, cause she just goes and starts typing. She doesn't like go to a website or anything. And she's like, here, the clues are chess
This is
moves.
C4. This is the move. And she's like, it's a weird move.
So yeah, he gives her another 48 hours. Remember that. She's on the clock, Jerry. So good old Brad. I mean, he's got like a flower in his lapel. Looking stylish. So Brad
He's a
comes,
classy gentleman.
he goes and he visits the psychologist and he's like, get to talk to you about Brittany.
And she's like, this is for cops, not just
Yeah, he's like,
people off the road.
I can't tell you anything. It's like I gotta talk about Detective Britt. And she like starts like, get out of my face, fool.
Intimidating him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
She's
have
like,
to
I have a client in 10 seconds.
yeah, I'm gonna have to if you're interfering with one of my patients, I'm gonna tell on you. It's like, oh dang. See, she's running green again. So he goes home because he failed with her. So he goes home. He's like, you gotta back away from this case. She's like, you don't believe in me? I can do it.
You're gonna get fired, he says.
He's like, I don't need your protection. Not about me.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man, she says.
Yeah. But then
Oh, he's like, he
Rodriguez,
left.
yeah.
He left, and like seconds after he left, like the door just closes. Rodriguez knocks,
And she's like, who is it? He's like, there's been another murder.
and he's like the most sheepish cop I've ever seen.
There's been another murder.
I think I don't know.
So she goes to the murder, which is an alleyway, but then starts getting
And then
flashbacks
she's
and
having PTSD flashbacks in a crime scene
yeah, she starts freaking out.
because she shouldn't be in the field.
She's Rodriguez is like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, fine." And they start
She's like, "Shut
looking.
up, Rodriguez."
She's like, "Look at that guy. That guy looks familiar. He
Oh
was
yeah, this guy in red
watching
hat
us
just
at
like,
yeah, just like that guy was watching us
and
at
he's
the
like, "How do you know
stables."
How do you know it was him?"
And they're like, "After the man with the MAGA hat."
And
So they
she just
bring him
shoots him.
in.
No.
They bring him in. He's like, I didn't do nothing. I'm a ham operator. That's what I do. He listens to crime scenes and he goes and he's just curious, he says. She's like, you want some water? And he's like, yeah. Never drink the water. That's how they get your prints, man.
Then he
She's like,
picks it up with his right hand, and she's
yeah.
like,
She's
"Write
like,
this down."
sign this. And he does. And she's like, oh, crap. He's
Not
right handed.
because no one can be ambidextrous in the world, or like just sign with their other hand. It's just
It's true, Jared. There's no such thing as ambidextrous people.
yes.
The ambidextrous killer, have you ever heard of
There hasn't been
that?
one just known for writing.
He would get away with everything. So the chief's like,
That's
hey,
how
come.
little evidence she has, Joseph. Get her off this
She
case.
has like no clue. um, the chief's like, hey, stand cool with me. He's always smoking cigars.
Oh yeah, this is the first scene with one of his million cigars.
He's like, She's like, I got 48 hours. He's like, they want to send the feds, man. You better hurry
They're
up.
bringing in the feds, bruh. He says it like that. He's not all professional.
Smoking his stogie.
Which the feds should be here.
Yeah, but they're
It's
not.
two murders already, Joseph. They're gonna get three in a second, and
The
she should
governor,
not be in the field.
the governor demands some feds. So the dad is like schooling some young man in the chess park. They
He's
play
an
for some.
act
What?
he's an actual chess player. We've seen him play already like two times. The main
Yeah,
person doesn't know chess.
she's
She's
got
full
the
of it.
texting.
She's
She
moved
moves
one
up.
piece.
She moves a pawn every once in a while. They play for some pretty high stakes out in the park. Did you see that wad of cash he was gonna give him? He's like,
He
this
said
one's
not this
free.
time,
Yeah.
but next
This,
time, two wads.
he's like, this lesson's free, but next time you're my you know what.
And slaps him on the butt. Get out of here.
And then he starts crying about his ceremony again.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't come.
She's like, dang it.
He's like, get over it.
I graduated. So she's like, I need help because I don't know what the heck I'm doing with this case. And he's like, all right, let's play. And she's like, I don't want to play. I gotta solve this case. And he's like, I know, but you got the clues. They're all chess plays.
And she's like, oh yeah, I forgot it was all about chess. I was like, what?
Yeah, she's like, she wasn't like investigating that at all. And she's like, well, the first lady had a pawn in her mouth, and he's like, a pawn that's also a small woman. I didn't know
I
that.
have never heard of any of these things they are
I
about to
know.
say.
So she goes back to the
So she
coroner.
goes back to the person who's actually the detective.
And she's like, well, they stunned him real close. Why not just knife him? And he's like, I don't know. And she's like, she stunned him, or the person stunned him, so they were still awake when they started killing him. And she's like, this was done in anger.
And he's
And
like,
it
yeah,
like,
I told you that when they shoved the chess piece in their mouth.
I know. But for some reason, he's all shocked. He's like, oh my goodness.
I never thought of that. Yesterday, I never thought of that.
I forgot I thought of that. This guy had a D4 carved into his forehead. Oh, she's mad because the D4 didn't make sense or something? I don't remember. And he's like, your mom wanted you to put you in gymnastics, but you hated gymnastics and you told us no. And then he's like, upon what was it? He's like, you said okay, because the guy had a pawn in his mouth or something. And she's like, you told me it meant a small woman. And he's like, yeah, I did, but it also has other meanings. So he gives like her this book. He's like, it also means a foot soldier. She's a foot soldier. It's of course Shredder is behind this. It's the Foot Clan. So she gotta go, and they
Oh,
eat.
at that part, did he say when he said the foot soldier? He's like, I didn't bring it up because I didn't think it mattered, and I was like, you're working a case. Everything matters. Why didn't you?
Was that it? I
Or
don't
is
know if
that
that was.
later?
I think that might be Wade. So she's like, we're doing good work, but I gotta go. I got a boyfriend to
I got a
tend
hot date.
to. And he's like, "Oh man, that was really good. You know what it was? It was just fruit on a plate because that's all they ever eat on
Well, he
Tubi."
brought the right thing. That's what she wanted.
You wanted fruit on a plate?
Does he get lucky?
Yes, jazz continues.
Well, then she wanted fruit on a plate.
He made that jazz continue all night
And
long. So she gets up. He's like,
he's like,
"Babe,
"Where are you going? It's so
it's
early.
so early." She's like, "I gotta go."
You should already be at work, probably."
I know. Why'd you have work? And they're like, oh, of course, the homeless man was a soldier. When we looked him up, and he was a soldier, and that's a pawn. And she's like, I know the next move. The white bishop, it's going to be in their mouth. But that doesn't tell you nothing. I mean, that doesn't tell
They're
you who
going
the.
after the Catholic Church.
Yeah, so he's like, okay, I'll put guards in front of the church. But we see Brad walking out. He's like, okay, have it your way. He's the lawyer for Burger King or something.
And then
Someone
I was
like,
like, "Oh no, Brad!"
yeah, he gets stunned right in the neck, and then but Brad doesn't like. He's got armor in the neck or something, so he turns around and they stun him in the chest.
He takes two stun guns to take down.
And then,
And
yes,
then
she should
this
probably not be
circus,
here. So she
they
runs
know
and she's
who it
like,
is. The chief
Brad,
already knows who it
no.
is.
Yeah. She's like,
And
Brad,
he's like, "Oh
no.
no, don't." She does a thing like, "Oh no, don't go by, oh no," and she just
Yeah.
goes by. And he's like, "I'm like, dang it, chief."
He's like, get away. Well, he has that cigar in his hand. He can't do anything.
Mm. And she's like, "This is my job. I have to do this." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"You, this is no longer your job. You really need to be gone."
And you should probably, in your head, be thinking, this person might know me. It might be after me. But no, it doesn't even occur to her. And so
Idiots. Jeff, why is Jeff there?
Jeff is Rodriguez's right hand man, and he's got to hang with him. And they're looking all sad.
This
She's like,
is
"What is this?"
definitely a person after her, because Chess
Or
and then
connected
Brad.
to her, yeah.
This is absurd. I was yelling at the TV at this scene,
She finds a
and
hair.
she's like doing the autopsy on this guy. I was like, oh, let's just continue. I'm already upset.
She finds a hair.
And now
So
she's emotionally compromised.
she's like, the killer's so frustrated. He's angry with us that we haven't figured it out. Yeah, because you guys are dumb. You're pretty dumb, Detective Brittany. I'd be frustrated too, I guess. Uh, she has a dream, and she is like a Brad in her hands. It's like ah. So she goes to the psychologist because she's supposed to, and she's like, "Let's talk about Brad."
And
And
he's
she's
like,
like,
"What does Brad have to do with this?" And she's like,
"Yeah."
"He died."
He's like everything. Like, what is wrong with you? And she's like, maybe your dream has more to do with guilt than anything. And she's like, what do I have to feel guilty about? You got Brad killed, fool.
This is 1,000% your fault. You shouldn't be on the case.
So she goes to the chief. I think we should remove her now. And he's like, eh.
And again, the only hero in this movie, she's like, "Hey, maybe she shouldn't do this." And the chief, of course, with his cigar, is like, "Ah, she's fine."
Yeah, we'll give her one more shot.
She hasn't produced any suspects, any evidence, but we're gonna
It
keep her
sure,
on.
it sure feels like it's been 48 hours. Where are those feds?
It's been 2 months.
The feds got lost. We now we have a new case. The missing feds. Where'd they go? She's a powder keg ready to blow. And
Demand
then
her
she,
badge and a gun on the table,
I
chief.
know. And then she's over here crying at the corner.
She's over here having like a panic attack because she has to go examine her boyfriend.
So
But then
the
here's
coroner,
our true hero.
he's like, look at these cuts. They're interesting. He's like, what were the cuts interesting? I can't
There's
remember.
like
Oh,
two,
he cut him after he was dead, right?
yeah,
So
because there's
one
one
cut
straight to
killed
the
him.
heart, and then there's
Yeah.
a bunch around it.
So he was angry. Yes, we've
We've
already
said this three
discussed this like
times.
3 times. We know he was angry. She starts tripping, having this weird dream in her room. Again, this doesn't come into play. But we see a pawn move and we're like, oh, because I thought like the killer was playing chess with her through the
I thought he
internet
was
or
doing the
something.
same moves as the case, but
Yeah, and the killer's like begging her, solve this freaking case, and she's like, she
I'm
won't do
practically
it.
telling you it's me.
So we get this scene where she's just standing there and the room is like going super fast.
Time lapse.
Yeah.
That was like 3 days. She was actually standing there for 3 days.
The chief's like,
Still no feds.
yeah. The chief's like, it's too personal and about you. And she's like, it's not about me.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's like, oh, I think you might have too much baggage on this case, and she's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
good.
She's
And he's
like,
like,
it's not
well,
about, she's like, it's not about me. And he's like, chess, boyfriend, anything getting through your head?
you're an
So
idiot.
she goes to Brad's office and she looks at his neat trophies and she finds like a running, he won some kind of running thing and she's like, oh, a clue. And she's like, Brad was a runner, a knight. Oh, no, not a knight. A bishop is a runner. Did you know that? I didn't know bishops were runners.
Maybe she's thinking the X-Men.
That guy was always running. And then she's gonna like faint. He's like, what's wrong with you? So he sits her down. He's like, you know what? These moves. This is the part where he says it's not important. He's like, huh, these moves kind of seem familiar. And she's like, what? And he's like, why did you mention that? And he's like, oh, I didn't think it was important. But he's like, I played someone in the Grandmaster Championship. Also a thing you did not come to. And these were the moves. He's like, I
And
can't remember. He's like, I can't remember who I was playing, but I was playing someone.
here's the second person probably gonna, or like the next person that's gonna die because he has a connection to these moves. He knows
I
what's
know,
gonna go down. And she's like, oh, you can just stay at my place, I guess.
and she's like, I gotta go, and you can go to my place. Yeah, I want you to stay at my place. At least she,
Doesn't tell the station, hey, my dad is probably the victim or something, or gonna be a victim.
or doesn't he tell the chief, hey, you're probably right, and they're coming after my loved ones.
Guard my dad.
Yeah. The dad doesn't even like leave right away. He just kind of like stays there. So they finally get the video from the stables, and what do we find? We find Rodriguez making out with this guy. It's funny though, because it's like obviously like the actors aren't gay, so they didn't really want to kiss each other. So they just kind of like hugged each other and did the forehead thing.
Also, you can clearly see what the context of this is.
Hmm.
And she's like, what is going on in these stables?
I know.
Or do you want to admit something? And he's
He's
like,
like,
no, I really don't.
yeah, do I have to say? She's like, what? This seems like shenanigans. So they bring in
They're like
Rodriguez.
banging, and she's like,
What is
did you
this?
kill him?
Yeah. It's like we had an affair, but I couldn't tell anyone. And she's like, you should have told someone.
And then like, oh, this is the part where she's like, there is a list of charges against you.
Hmm.
I can say the same thing, lady. You're working a
I
case you should not be on.
didn't.
You can get this whole station taken down.
I didn't shoot a hostage.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
And she's like, yeah, he should have known better, but it wasn't him because what clears him? He had an alibi, and
Yeah, because they were banging at the time. Oh no, he had an alibi.
he had an alibi, and I think I don't know, something other thing absolved him. And he's
I was too fuming mad because she was threatening Rodriguez when she's just as
guilty.
guilty as that guy.
So she's like looking at old cases, and he's like, "Hey, why are you looking at old cases?" And she's like, "Maybe this wasn't the killer. Maybe he was around longer than we thought." So I'm looking at these unsolved cases, and here we have a high school track coach, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. He, what? I don't know. He remembers it, right?" And he's like, "He had something carved in his head or something." No, no, an animal came and ate his head or something like that. And then she goes and she interviews one of the high schoolers, who I think was on a movie that we've seen. And he's like, I don't know, I already told the cops everything. And she's like, I sense you're holding something. Terrible acting in this part. And he's like, okay, my boys, they dared me. I didn't want to do it, but they dared me, so I did it. And she's like, dare what? So he runs to the house. He runs into the house, and she's like standing like a minute. I mean, he could have just left. uh,
Ran out the
uh,
back.
I know. So he comes back and he brings back a.
At night.
He's like, he had this in his mouth. It's a night piece, and she's like, dang it.
Mm.
So the reason he didn't have anything carved as a head was an animal came and ate it. So they didn't find that either. So
Mm.
that's why they kind of missed this one. So Dad, he's just having a rest. It looks like he was gonna pack, but then he got tired.
The
And
door just swings open all by
he's
itself.
like, "What the heck?" And then we see a person behind him, and he gets stunned. Oh no! Oh, ah! Looks like he's singing.
Mm.
Oh,
And I thought he was done for right there.
I know, huh? And then she's like, "A night." Oh no, he's like the coach wasn't just a track coach. He was a hurdler in high school. The knight's a hurdler. They jump. And he's
Do
like, oh
they?
dang. They do the knight move. Is the knight the one
The
that moves in
the
sevens? Isn't that what a knight
Oh, I
does?
thought yeah, in chess, yeah.
And he's like, oh dang, you are the smartest. So the dad wakes up and he's all tied to a chair.
He's in a saw trap.
And he's like, maybe this is about you. And he's like, no, this is about my father.
That's the same thing. God,
She's
she's
so
dumb.
dumb. So she runs home because he's like, oh no, my
And
dad.
she's like, "No, Dad.
He's like, oh no, no, dad.
How
Oh
could
my
this
God.
happen?"
Why didn't I think of this? The FBI is going to be here in a couple hours, Jared. They found them.
The longest 48 hours in life.
They got lost at the Waffle House, so they
Mm.
had to bring them back. So they're like, you know, the moves. How did they get to Bobby Fischer? Because it's the only chess player anyone ever knows. So they're like, the moves are just like my dad's match with Bobby Fischer back in the day. And then, ta-da! We find our killer. It was the psychologist.
The only
I
other actor.
I guessed a long time ago. Did you guess?
She's the only other character.
I guessed early on because she was wearing green. I was like, she's always wearing green. She's got to be the evil one. So that's
What does
how I
green
guessed.
have to do with anything?
She was jealous or envious. So she's like, I want to make you pay. And he's like, who are you? She's like, remember me? And he's like, no.
And he's like, "Well, I can remember. I can try it."
And then she starts talking about brains losing oxygen. And like, she's like, in 3 seconds, the brain loses oxygen. And then in seven
3 minutes.
seconds, oh, is it three? No, 3 seconds, isn't it?
It's not 3 seconds. It's 3 minutes.
And then she's
But
like,
she was out for 10.
yeah. And she's like, I special because no one's ever out for 10. So they get
And
this
he's like,
list.
"This is a load of barnacles."
Yeah. they're like looking through they're trying to find a connection between the dad and um his old cases, and they're like, let's just go through all of my dad's old cases, all his old court stuff. So he's like, there's no way he's done like criminal, he's done civil, he's done bankruptcy. How are we gonna figure this
We'll
out?
start with criminal.
And he's like, oh my goodness, it'd take forever. So he puts his glasses on,
And they go two in and they're like, oh, this guy.
and he's like, you know what my wish is? To cut you up in little pieces. It's like, oh, I wish I knew who you are. Did she tell him yet? Have we already passed that?
Not yet.
She's like, a trial's about. She got her own little judge stand, and she got a gavel, and she's like, trial's about to begin. She's crazy.
This is supposed to be in the old courthouse or something like that.
Yeah,
It's like a warehouse.
I know. It doesn't look like it looks like an old gym or something. So they find out. I thought his name was Fisher.
No, it's the same moves that Bobby Fischer used in one match.
So we find out that the killer is this guy named Dennis Barnes. He killed. Who did he kill? He killed some blonde
Three
girls.
ladies.
He
Yeah.
killed some three ladies, and the dad was the judge in that case. She's like, "This is about revenge." Dude, I don't even remember how this is linking. I guess the dad played Barnes in chess or something.
Yeah.
Finally the dad's like, "Oh, you're my daughter's psychologist." She's like, "What's up, dog? She gonna need more than a psychologist."
I think she says something like obvious, like with your messed up daughter.
Yeah, she says something about her messed up daughter.
And then he's like, because this family isn't good on mysteries. He's like, oh, you're my daughter's psychiatrist.
She's like, "Your messed up hostage shooting daughter." And okay, then she says, "I'm the man you sentenced to death 15 years ago." He's like, "Cool. I still don't remember that." She's like, "It'll come to me. Give me a second." But I still don't know who you're talking about. I'm old, okay? So they find out they're still reading. The daughter was sent to live with a distant cousin. And her name was Stephanie Barnes. And we were never told the psychologist's name, but now we know it. It was Stephanie Barnes.
Oh yeah, she checks her medication.
Yeah, she's like, I think she's been poisoning me with these because I feel very sleepy. And also, she's left-handed because we saw her write a prescription. So she's like, I go save dad. And he's like, what? He's like, oh no, wait for backup.
Please don't go.
And
Oh
he's like
shoot.
limping. He's like, oh man,
He's like, I think I have another cigar by my desk.
the feds. Yeah. It's like, I gotta get another cigar. So she goes, overhead door gets a shout out here. Free advertising for overhead.
Also, nothing is closed. She
I
just
know
left every door open to her path.
the old courthouse still has lights on. The doors are open. It looks like a gym.
So you can hear her or the dad going, oh,
Yeah. Oh no.
and I was like, if the door was closed, this would all have been avoided.
So she's like, glad you came to join us. Put down your weapon. And she's mad that he
Also,
got an award.
is it?
Because she's like,
She should have said I was there,
for
and then
some
he
reason,
could have been like, oh, you're better than my daughter.
they bring up that she's been killing all the jurors. Like all the people she's killed have been jurors or something like. Because Brad worked on the case too, didn't he? He was like the lawyer or something. So
I don't
everyone's
remember.
connected. That they did not put that. They
Oh
didn't tell
yeah,
us that she was
how
killing.
is Brad the lawyer?
I don't know.
How did
They
that
they
doesn't
just
make
start
any sense?
pulling stuff together that we had no idea. We didn't know that she was killing jurors. So Brittany's like, "Hey, you still have more jurors to go. Why are you trying to kill my dad already?" And she's like, "Well, I had to step things up because your like stupid boyfriend was hanging around, and this guy won an award, and it made me really angry."
Also, when she says put the gun down, she doesn't have her kick it towards her. She just can do whatever she wants. She just puts it straight down.
She didn't say kick it to her.
Mm.
Mm. Man, no one is happy he won that award. That daughter didn't go. She got me. So
Oh,
she's
she
like,
tells her to go sit in the juror's box,
yeah. She's like,
and
let's start the trial.
and then she's like, he was innocent, and she's like, no, it's guilty. And meanwhile, she's walking closer, like, you're just gonna let her walk closer?
The wrong answer. What was she gonna say? Oh yeah, he's guilty. So she blames Harry. She was framed by Brad, the jury, and by you. See, Brad framed him.
Brad would be two.
And she's like, "No, we got the confession he made right before we executed him, and he was mad because they were all blondes. He hates blondes, man." She's like, why would he kill blondes? And she's like, because they were the opposite of your mom. And she's like, liar. Why did they even bring that up? So the dad like hits her with his
Yeah,
head, and she's like,
he moves his head like that, but this
yeah.
knocks her back
And she's like,
so hard
ow.
that she falls to the ground.
And she's like, run. So she starts running, and she grabs her gun, she shoots, but she runs up the stairs, and
Runs
then
to the back rooms.
yeah, Detective Brittany no clipped into the back rooms. And that's how the movie ends. She comes flying in with a knife and like stabs her
She
wrist.
cuts and runs like
Yeah,
a
she's like,
ninja or
whoosh.
something like that.
Man, she's a trained ninja. She's wearing all black.
What?
And then she finds her in the office, and she's like, ah, but then she shoots her.
This is dumb. She thought she had enough time to like go up and stab her, but she shoots her right in the face.
Yeah, not in the face,
Right
but
in
she
the
shoots her.
face.
And that was a weird shot. They just show her like that.
Well,
So
because it's obvious.
you think Brittany would run to her dad right away, but no,
Nah,
she
she's gotta
takes some
wash that
time to
blood
wash her
off.
hands. She takes gotta wash her hands. So she goes back and she starts tying her dad, but then she appears like a ninja above him, and she like goes flying down. And
How did she just yell? Is that how they know she's up there?
they see her. Do they even? Does she even yell?
I don't know. What makes them look up?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think they just
Any
look up.
anyway, this is dumb.
Did she say a quip or something?
I think she yells or something like that. And she
I don't.
gets shot in the air.
Yeah, she shoots her. She's like, bang. So she falls down
Stupid.
dead.
You could have
I
won this whole thing.
know, don't yell. Did she yell?
She did something.
What did she do? She's a ninja. She don't make noise.
Oh, also, we forgot to mention when they're like arguing about her dad being guilty and stuff like that. She changes real fast, or she's convinced so easily for like a psycho killer.
Mhm.
She's she's like, oh yeah, he killed those women, and she's like, oh dang it, he did. And I was like, that you're just done. You're just done with.
The blondes. And then the FBI busted. No, it's just the chief.
As soon as she's
Like a
dead on the floor,
second
that's when these
later.
guys just appear.
Yeah, a freaking second later.
He
I
comes
mean,
out from the behind that wall.
he could have shot her. Or he could have
That
said,
was the
hey.
funniest thing I've seen. That was the funniest part of this whole movie.
I mean, it happens in movies, but this was like the second after.
They're like, it's safe.
And we brought the FBI. They never found the FBI. So they're playing chess in the park. We solved the case! Yay! And he's like, "You're just so smart. You're in line for a promotion." Who would promote that? I'd be like,
They
you're.
got like 5 people killed for no
I know.
reason.
It took her forever to solve this case. I would put her at desk duty. She says the thing. She says checkmate. Because she's number one chess. You think she could even beat her dad?
No, I don't even think she knows how to play chess. All she's ever
she,
done is move a pawn.
she always just moves that pawn every time. All right, so that was checkmate. What'd you think, Jared?
That was the most frustrating movie we've watched on this. Not the worst movie,
No, but
just
like
the angriest I've
logically, the
ever been.
stupid. Yeah, this movie didn't make no sense for a movie about chess. Supposedly smart people, the game of smart people. It was very stupid.
There's no way they connected the dots because there was no dots to even connect.
I know. And then, Tubi, please don't try to do the time limit thing because that you're just not up to that. I mean, most movies today aren't up to the time limit thing. They always tell, "Oh, I got 24 hours," and it takes like a week.
Yeah, in
Uh,
this we see literal days just
all right, so I, um, you know what could have solved this whole case, Jared?
hmm.
If Brad would have brought some freaking Thai food, because she would have been
Or
a,
he could have gone to the freezer and
because she's just hungry. They even say in the movie, dude, when's the last time you ate? She needed some brain power, man. So let's give her some brain power. We got Scott and John shrimp pad thai.
who's Scott
200.
John?
Who's Scott and John? Yeah, I don't know.
280 calories?
280
Pretty
calories.
light,
It
you
looks
know,
kind
and
of
15
tiny.
grams of
Wholesome
protein.
ingredients. The
That's not
only
a lot of
Thai,
grams of protein.
the only Thai food anyone knows, pad Thai.
That's
Scott and
true.
John is probably some lovers somewhere.
It's Rodriguez and
Jeff,
whatever that guy's name was.
Scott Rodriguez, and Jeff Johns. They he was too squeamish to do cop work, so they went to make TV dinners. All right, so Jared, we're gonna be off next week because I'm traveling. But when we get back, we're gonna try something new. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try a Tubi original series, Mo Waffles. And we're gonna binge the whole thing for you guys. That's how committed we are to
How
Tubi
many
originals.
episodes are there?
4 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Jared's like, oh my goodness. And
200 episodes.
they're only like half hour each, so Mo waffles. I'm told there's a lot of TikTok people in here. I don't know TikTok.
I couldn't tell
Have
you
Tik
who they are.
I don't have TikTok on my phone, so I you're gonna have to tell us who the TikTok people are. But yeah, if what's good? You look kind of worried, Jared.
No, it's just weird. It's a show. They greenlit a show, but it only got 4 episodes.
Yeah, they're trying, man. It's Tubi. Yeah. All right, so that's gonna do it for this time. If you like watching bad movies, like we watching bad movies, give us a like, help us out, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff when it came from Tubi returns.